A series that was supposed to be over, now tied at 2-2. If you're the Boston Celtics, I think you have to reflect a little bit. Going back and looking at the final play of Game 3, you have to wonder what happened. The Celtics seemed like they had a plan to switch everything on that play, and if not, perhaps they were in a zone. If they were in a zone, I have to say, very poorly executed. I'm not sure why they would have Taco Fall defending the ball. And actually, I do know why. Hindsight is, of course, 2020. But Taco Fall's impact on the inbounds wasn't really felt. With 0.5 seconds left on the clock, maybe just stick Taco Fall under the basket. Have that extra defender. Don't allow a wide open jump shot. This series should have been over. After Game 3, Fred VanVleet said, they messed up. They messed up now. And regardless of how this series ends, I think he was right. The playoffs are very physically demanding. You want to play as few games as possible. This isn't the regular season. Everybody's going twice as hard. There's a game seemingly every other night, and the minutes, if you're a star player, they're ramped up. I mean, if you're a key role player or a role player, period, there's a chance you're seeing a drastic minutes increase. Except, of course, if you play in Milwaukee. Who knows? Maybe Coach Bud finally ends up giving Giannis the minutes he wants. Before we go any further, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You will not want to miss another Getlikecoop video, and that's facts. Be sure to follow me on Twitch, guys. Twitch.tv/Getlikecoop. I'm going hard all 2K21. I had to delay my first 2K21 stream until Monday. It's unfortunate, but there's been so much happening in the NFL and NBA. I want to focus on this channel and my NFL channel first, which, by the way, the link to that channel is in the description below. So we're about to touch on Game 4 in just a second. We go back to Game 3 really quickly. In the comments below, let me know whose fault you think that Game 3 game winner was. Jaylen Brown owned up to it. He said it was his fault, but honestly, I'm just not sure. If Brown leaves to go to the corner, he leaves somebody wide open right under the basket. There was a rotation somewhere that simply wasn't made. Perhaps it was just a perfect scenario. OG running the baseline, becoming wide open. Oh, that's right. Also, guys, be sure to like this video. I would appreciate it so much, man. It lets the YouTube algorithm know that you guys like my content and it helps me grow. So yeah, appreciate everything, homies. So we advance to the Game 4 talk. Let's talk about the box scores. First off, the Raptors come down with 41 rebounds. The Celtics 45. They won the rebounding battle. It really didn't feel like the Celtics had won that battle during the game. 8 offensive rebounds for the Raptors, 6 for the Celtics. Siakam comes out of this game with 23 points. His best game all series. 16 before this, 17 before that, 13 before that. All right, Siakam, here we go. I'm not sure you guys are ready for this talk. I'm definitely going to be in the minority when it comes to this opinion, but I see a lot of people, they single out the play of Pascal Siakam because he's the best player on a very good team. This guy gets more and more asked of him every year, every season, it seems like. One of the best players in the NBA leaves. Now he's our closer. He has to go out and get the tough buckets that nobody on the roster is seemingly capable of getting. And that's the way the media portrays stars in this league. And I really understand it, but the truth is the Raptors are a really good team. They got multiple guys that can step up and rise to the occasion. So what I'm saying is I agree, Siakam did need to step up and play better. What I'm also saying is there was a team around him. It wasn't just his fault. The Raptors were in danger of going down 0-3. These guys are basketball players, man. They're human, just like everybody else. First postseason as the number 1 option. Of course, there's going to be a learning curve there. Now, I have to give major props to Ujiri for the way this Raptors team is structured, because not only do they have multiple guys that can go out and get 20 on any given night, a lot of these guys that can go get 20 for the Raptors are two-way players. They're bought in. It's a championship culture out in Toronto. So yeah, Siakam's not Kawhi. Not right now. He might never be. And the chances are he might not have to be. This team is so good elsewhere that you have to watch out for them on any given night. Siakam's not having the best offensive game, no problem. We got Lowry, we got Van Fleet, we got Serge Ibaka, who's somebody you need. Playoff experience, starts the game 4-4, blazing hot. If he doesn't knock down a shot, just the threat of Ibaka being on that three-point line is so important with how the Raptors play basketball, and it's so important in today's NBA. I think Ibaka reminds me a lot of PJ Tucker, just in the fact that these are such high-level role players and guys you need on your team and guys that also go out and work on their craft. These guys didn't come into the league as good or great three-point shooters. And while PJ Tucker may never be a great three-point shooter, if he shoots the three ball from the corner, you're not going to tell me he's not going to knock down an elite clip. To give more insight about what I'm referring to and what I'm talking about, I don't think it's Giannis's fault the Bucks are losing. I think that Giannis has done a lot of his job. This is somebody you're committing 4 guys to. You're building a wall to stop offensively. And now people are saying he needs a post game. What team is going to let Giannis get the ball on the block, take 4 or 5 dribbles, and go to work? We're already at the point where building a wall to stop this great offensive player. And I'm not a guy that goes out and stands Giannis. You guys know this. I think the Bucks need to do a better job of getting Giannis the ball in positions to score and get him some easier baskets. But you see, the Bucks roster is a key problem. This is a team that doesn't have a true playmaker. And I'll expand on what I'm talking about there when I do a Bucks video. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people upset at not only Jaylen Brown, but I've been seeing some Celtics fans frustrated with Jayson Tatum, feeling like he's not somebody that's elevating their game in the biggest moments, like he's somebody that's not taking over a game when it needs to be taken over. I think Jayson Tatum has played great basketball. Of course, I would love to see him take his game to another level, and we've seen him do this in the playoffs before, but of course, these are 2 very, very good defensive teams. So in today's game, Jaylen Brown goes 4 of 18. Before that, he was 9 of 15, 19 points. Before that, 16 points, 5 of 13. Before that, 6 of 18, 17 points. Not the most efficient series for somebody who has sort of made a name for themselves on being an efficient player. Defensively, Brown's being asked to do a lot. He's slowing down Siakam, but not only is he slowing down Siakam, he's being asked to come down on the other end of the floor and create good looks. It's so funny because I saw Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum being compared to Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, basically saying that these two are the Kawhi and Paul George of the East. If Jaylen Brown's offensive struggles continue, I think the Celtics should look into making sure Kemba Walker gets over 12 shots every game. He's only shot the ball over 12 times twice this series, and there's an argument to be made that he is the Celtics' best offensive player. I really hope the Celtics are able to get Robert Williams more minutes. Every time I see him on the floor, I really like what he brings to the floor, whether it's shot blocking, it's energy, it's easy looks, rebounds. I like him. I think he's a good player. He had 6 points tonight, 5 rebounds in 15 minutes. If I'm the Celtics, I'm a little nervous, but ultimately, you have to feel good about what it's taken the Raptors to beat you. I mean, this is one of the worst Celtics games I really feel like I've seen in a while. Jaylen Brown's not going to go 4 of 18 every night. Very talented player. I think it's only a matter of time before he has that game that reminds everybody why Jaylen Brown is Jaylen Brown. You guys remember how not long ago, everybody used to rag on Kyle Lowry for his offensive play and his consistency in the playoffs, when now he's become one of the Raptors' most consistent playoff performers, whether it be on the offensive end or the defensive end, or simply being a leader for the team. I have to say a big shout out to Kyle Lowry also. With that being said, be sure to click the video on the screen right now. I'm Getlikecoop, guys, and I am out.